We want tons of good ideas, and we got, 80 minutes here to knock everybody out. And I don't mean like doing tons of and cutting every 2 seconds like films that sort of yammering. Okay, here's the action sequence. It's not that. This is Brad Bird, writer and director.
This is Sean.
Animation is not a spontaneous art form. It has to be very carefully done, very meticulously done. But if you do it right, people are not aware of the complexity. The filmmakers I most admire recognize the value of teasing. People are in such a rush to get the action sequences going fast that they forget that there's pleasure to be had in the sneaking around part. So I have a few sneaking around sequences. The kind of filmmaking I most admire takes a moment to savor things. I think that a good filmmaker slows down. I didn't know anything about this world. It was easy for me to write a clueless cooking guy. As part of my writing process, I usually try to jump deep into the movie somewhere where characters are having problems, because it forces me to have one character talk to the other and you find things out quickly. The mistake that a lot of people make is thinking that you can force ideas to come. Every idea comes about in its own way. If you try to over-control the process, you limit the process. There's a tendency in a lot of CG films to kind of overlight things to make them pretty. I think that there's beauty in darkness. Turn out the lights, let's go.
Remember the bad guys on those shows you used to watch on Saturday mornings? These guys are not like those guys. They won't exercise restraint because you're children. They will kill you if they get the chance. Do not give them that chance.
The mistake that people often make with animated films is they love the gravity-defying aspect of it. But if you defy gravity and then later on need to feel danger, you have a really hard time convincing the audience. There's expectations for animation. Saturday morning, they have these very strange shows, completely designed around conflict, and yet no one ever dies or gets really injured, or there's no consequence to it. It's better if kids realize that there's a cost. It's more dramatic and it's closer to life, This is not one of those films where we're gonna put a pillow around every experience. People think of animation only doing things where people are dancing around and a lot of histrionics. But animation is not a genre. People keep saying, the animation genre. It's not a genre. Animation is an art form. It can do any genre. It could do a detective film, a cowboy film, a horror film, an R-rated film, or a kid's fairy tale. But it doesn't do one thing. Next time I hear, what's it like working in the animation genre? I'm gonna punch that person. You're constantly trying to get the audience into the state of feeling how things feel rather than how things are. You are trying to get to a very primal, very simple, I think, nourishing thing. Indulging in the human aspect of being alive.
See that? That's the way to do it. That's old school.